Welcome back to the Wall Street Podcast. Today, we're dissecting a fresh research report from Citi Research, released just recently, August 27, 2025. We're doing a deep dive into the intelligent driving space.
That's right. It's a 12-page report giving an updated outlook on Horizon Robotics, that's ticker 9660. HK Citi has revised their FY25 revenue and net loss estimates slightly, but interestingly, they're maintaining a buy rating, and the target price is unchanged at HKD 12.30.
Okay, HKD 12.30. And the core focus.
It really digs into Horizon's operational performance, its strategic direction, and, its place in the intelligent assisted driving market.
Right. So let's maybe unpack the key areas it covers. We're looking at expected shipment volumes, key growth drivers,
Right.
and specific product developments like Journey 6P, J6P, and Horizon SuperDrive, or HSD.
It also touches on their robotaxi strategy and gives a broader sector update, looking at ADAS penetration and market share dynamics.
Got it.
And I think the main takeaway, despite higher R&D spend, especially on cloud and some near-term sales mix shifts, Citi actually sees positive trends building in the second half of 2025.
Such as?
Things like a better blended average selling price, the ASP, plus the HSD commercialization finally kicking in, and broader customer engagement.
Okay, let's drill into some numbers then. The 2025 projections. Management expects to ship 4 million units of their automotive processing hardware.
That's the expectation. And crucially, about half of that, 50%, is expected to be from their mid to high-end solutions.
And what's driving that volume growth specifically?
Well, several things. First, mass production of the higher-end J6P and HSD starting up. Then you've got contributions from 9 joint venture automakers nominating Horizon for around 30 vehicle models.
30 models, okay.
And importantly, international design wins. 2 Japanese OEMs projecting something like 7.5 million units over the life cycle for overseas markets.
Significant. Now, focusing on those key products, J6P, entering mass production in the second half of 25, you said, with about 50,000 units expected this year alone.
Exactly. And that volume, even initially, should help lift that blended ASP we talked about.
Right. And Horizon SuperDrive, the HSD, that's the one capable of Citi NOA, correct? Urban Navigation Assist.
Yes. And the anticipation there is, well, pretty big. Millions of units annually in the next 2 to 3 years. Mass production for over 10 models is actually scheduled for the second half of this year, 2H25.
Millions of units.
And this ties directly into their longer-term robotaxi strategy. Horizon plans to deploy over 10 million HSD units, specifically over the next 3 to 5 years.
10 million HSD units for robotaxis.
To support the development of robotaxi tech, they'll use the same software architecture as the consumer HSD. This means obviously more R&D spending on the cloud side, and they expect collaborations with actual robotaxi players starting from the second half of 25.
Interesting. So let's take a step back. Module 1, market momentum. What's really pushing the increased adoption of these advanced driver assist systems, and how is Horizon positioning itself here?
Well, the report points out that domestic brands captured over 63% market share in passenger vehicles in the first half of 25, and within that, intelligent assisted driving penetration jumped from 51% to 59%. That's quite a leap.
Wow, nearly 60% penetration.
And even more telling, the mid to high-end ADS things like Highway NOA and City NOA surged from 20% penetration to 32%.
So a real shift towards more capable systems.
Precisely. And Horizon seems well-placed. In 1H25, they secured the top market share for basic ADS solutions among domestic OEMs at 45.8%. And even for overall intelligent assisted driving solutions, they led with 32.4% share among those local players. It really shows their leadership position.
Okay. Module 2. That strategic shift. How significant is this push into high-end solutions like HSD and the software side of things for Horizon's future?
It seems very significant. The focus on J6P and especially HSD, plus that cloud R&D investment, signals a clear move towards higher value. Management even anticipates HSD's Citi NOA could become standard in cars priced as low as, say, RMB 100 under 50K.
RMB 100,000. That covers a huge part of the market.
Exactly. It covers a substantial portion. So the idea is that these more integrated software solutions, not just the hardware chips, will drive future revenue and margin growth. It's about capturing more value per vehicle.
Makes sense. So beyond the domestic success, let's talk global. Module 3, international partnerships and long-term vision. What do these Japanese OEM deals in the robotaxi plan tell us?
The design wins with the Japanese OEMs for international markets are clearly step one. And then there are the collaborations they mentioned with overseas Tier 1 suppliers, Bosch, Continental, Denso. That's crucial for global reach.
Right, working with the established players.
Absolutely. And the plan to deploy over 10 million HSD units for robotaxi development using that same core software. It points to a vision beyond just selling chips, right? They aim to be a foundational tech provider for future autonomous mobility, building a massive data asset in the process.
A foundational provider.
Yeah.
Okay, so bringing this down to the everyday level, how might these advancements, like more affordable city NOA, impact the general public's daily lives soon?
Well, the rapid adoption, especially if City NOA does become more mainstream as Horizon hopes, it means features that assist with complex urban driving, not just highways, will become much more common.
So less stressful commutes, maybe.
Potentially, yes. Enhanced safety, certainly, and maybe reduce driver fatigue on those tricky drives. And longer term, the foundation being laid by HSD for robotaxi tech, well, that could eventually lead to totally different transportation models, more efficient, more accessible mobility options. It could really redefine things.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener, whether you're an investor tracking these trends or just watching the tech evolve?
I think this report really underscores not just one company's path, but the incredible speed at which this autonomous tech is integrating into vehicles. It prompts you to consider how this shift fundamentally changes things, vehicle ownership models, maybe even city planning, logistics. It's a landscape that's clearly transforming, full of opportunity, and Horizon is definitely positioning itself to be a major player in that transformation.